Hi everyone, Lacey and Brutie here again from History with Cats with our very first edition of Folklore Thursday, where we are going to be talking about the Huldufólk, or the hidden folk, of Icelandic folklore. Now, the Huldufólk are usually referred to as being elves, but they are not your average everyday elf. There are actually 13 different types of Huldufólk according to Icelandic folklore, with them ranging in size from being pretty small, like what you might imagine your regular old elf to be, to actually being the same height as your standard human. But like their name implies, the Huldufólk are hidden, which means they're not just walking around out in the open with your everyday people. But that doesn't stop the Icelandic people from celebrating the Huldufólk, which they do particularly on 4 different nights of the year. New Year's Eve, 13th night, which is celebrated in Iceland on January 6th, Midsummer Night, and Christmas night. And actually on Christmas night, it is not unusual for the Icelandic people to clean their homes and to set food out for the Huldufólk who may be visiting them while they sleep. But the Huldufólk aren't just important for these different holidays and celebrations. They're actually seen as being integral parts of Icelandic culture by more than 50% of the Icelandic people who believe in them. And this means that you really shouldn't bother the Huldufólk in their natural environment, which just so happens to be the rocks that cover the country of Iceland. And now, a road construction company learned this the hard way when they wanted to construct a road over a set of these rocks, and they were met with really strict resistance from different elf advocates and protesters who were saying that they should not build their road in this particular location because it was known to be the home of many Huldufólk, and it was actually where one of their churches were located. So the road construction company had to reroute their plans and had to put the road in a different location where it would not bother the Huldufólk. Now, I hope you had fun learning about the Huldufólk of Iceland, and I hope you join us next time for more History with Cats.